Greetings, Virgo. This is Damien with HK Readings, Healing Culture Tarot, and I'm here to do your weekly love reading, your weekly love forecast that will extend through about February 5th, 2020, okay? This will be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter, so stay tuned to see if any of the messages resonate with you. If they do, wonderful. If they don't, maybe this reading wasn't the one to pick up on your energy as a part of the collective, but you could also stay tuned for future videos on this sign by hitting the subscribe button. You could also check out the other planetary alignments that you have, as I'll have videos for them. If you're a Virgo Sun, then you'll be watching for your ascendant, your moon, your Venus, and Jupiter. If you're Virgo and Jupiter, you could watch your videos for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, so on and so forth, Cross watches, you're welcome as well. The perspective I will be reading from is from the Virgo, unless I feel compelled otherwise. The decks that I have chosen to read are the Black Moon astrological cards. We have some goddess guidance in my first ever deck, the Gypsy Oracle Sibylla deck. So we're going to go ahead and get into it and see what messages we have for you. Now, I do want to say that I will be catching up on those readings for the folks who won free personal readings for the past few months. Been having a lot going on, but just know that y'all will be getting contacted by today to set up that reading. And I do have slots available today. So, well, basically a slot. So actually, whoever I hear from first, I can go ahead and get your reading done today. And I'm mentioning it during Virgo's reading because, as I said in the Taurus video, for viewership in the month of January, the way I do it is I take the top 3 signs for the viewers of the monthlies, go through the comments, and I'll do a raffle with all of those names or entities included. Then I'll contact that person after I do it. It was, I want to say Taurus, Virgo, Cancer, or Virgo, Taurus, Cancer. Those are the top 3. So I will be going through the comments of your last video, Virgo. And, if you commented on that, y'all will be entered to win that reading. Let's see. So we're gonna start off here. We got basically 3 oracle decks we're gonna be reading from. I've never done this mix before, so I'm gonna try that. This is my latest deck, the Black Moon Astrology Cards. Beautiful deck. Makes my 11th deck to date. Let's go ahead and get into it. By the way, please drop a like and help the video circulate, especially if you resonate or if you just want to show love. And hit that subscribe button. HK Readings would love to have you. This is from our Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter, weekly until February 5th, 2020. Love, light, honesty, and transparency. Spirits, please show me the messages that I need to see for my Virgos. The card of Pisces, I believe in lunar eclipse change. Now, this is already giving me a direct message. Thank you, Spirit. What I feel is that as far as your love life is concerned, this is a love reading. Now, once we get into other cards, it could be the goddess guidance, but likely the Sibylla. I'll be able to tell if work and other things are oriented in this. However, it's almost as if you are finally believing in love again, okay? I think that many of you are having to, or have to, get over something that has been very hurtful to you. Many of you could have realized that a relationship wasn't going to work. Many of you could have been left in a relationship where you felt like there was more to give. And I think whatever it is, it brought like a distraught nature about your energy field, okay? But, and especially if you're already here, okay, it's like through the processes of, gonna have to cut that down a little bit, but through the processes of you paying attention to your dreams and almost living this ethereal dreamlike state where you are being in remembrance of childhood memories, childhood feelings, how to feel, what's the word, innocent, quote unquote, innocent. And that's really been helping you, because the universe has been showing you a lot. You have to stay vibrant, you have to be happy, you have to stay in control of your energies, and it's the only way that the universe is allowed to fully bring in what they have for you. There are a lot of changes that you are going through, and I'm telling you, it's only for the better. Now, I know that many of us do experience change and find it hard to let go of attachments that we've had. So whatever you're refusing to let go of, just remember that's the only thing that's stopping your wholehearted belief in the rest of your life. Because when you're too busy looking back, how much faith can you have in the fool's journey of moving forward? So really, 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 really take this time to understand the rebirth in true, okay? And true, because a lot of the things that you may have previously thought or previously accepted or believed have led you to situations that, yes, while teaching you about yourself, still put you through so much for you to know what you do not want or do not care to experience again. So you got to take the lessons, not hold on to that energy, because it will make sure that you continuously experience that. And the universe is trying to bring you great change here. Okay? This is progress. This is taking it to the next level. This is implementing all of the things that you know to be true through the transformative period, okay? This is about mindsets altering and shifting, okay? And leading you forward while being completely different than anything you have had as a construct in your mind before. And I hope this is all making sense. It's almost like you can't move forward living the same dialogue. This is a narrative change, okay? This is a narrative change. And we have Pisces, I believe, the card number 24. By the way, remember that Pisces is mutable energy, and it is mutable water, and it is the eldest of the signs, okay? So we're talking about true experience, true wisdom through so many lives that you've lived, the culmination of such, right? And allowing yourself to change. If each of these moons is representative of each life cycle of yours, those mutable motherly waters are allowing you to change and become different, but better, like a wine as you carry through, right? I just wanted to say that. But that is the card number 24. We have the lunar eclipse card of change, which is number 43. So 24 comes up to, I can't say breakdown when you're adding, but comes up to a 6. The lunar eclipse card, 4 and 3, comes up to a 7. So you see the gradual motion here, as we do with the shifting moons, More messages from our Virgos here. Be strong, Sekhmet. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. I couldn't say it better, I couldn't have said it better myself earlier as we were describing. At the bottom of the deck, we have Athena, inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay, okay? And we also have Kali, endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new may enter. That's been a big theme for me in my life as well. So I feel you here. And, my ascendant in Vedic astrology is also Virgo. So, I feel you here. But yes, it is going to be all coming down to you being strong, practicing what you preach, implementing the things that you know to be true to reach the change that's on the horizon, okay? Because there are things that you want deeply. And I don't know if there's ever been a time in your life where you felt that it was so close, more than you do now. So what would be stopping you? Because your ancestors are really trying to speak to you. And as they are trying to speak to you, will you listen? Because whatever you desire is here. If it is a newfound relationship, because I feel that as though even though it may be very hard for you to let go, you're not necessarily looking for a reconciliation. So this is more so of you dealing with you, the inner you, okay, your inner workings. But the new love you want, yeah, it's right there. And what I gather from many of you is that you already have your eyes set on someone, may have already been talking to an individual, but it's been very hard to move forward. And you can't move forward with someone if you are still holding on to the past. There's this wall that's around you, and it's almost like you come off as distant or null and void to this person. Take the messages if they are meant to be applied in a vice versa manner. But there's this wall around you that just can't be penetrated right now. And I feel as though the wall is there until you figure things out, but it is just, it's very thick and again, very impenetrable. So whoever is trying to reach you, they might not be knowing what to do. I feel as though this individual highly understands, to some degree, what you're experiencing, but without you opening up or letting them in any way, they don't know very much. So as you come off as a mystery, it just may be allowing their mind to wander. And it's not like, I don't get the energy that they're just quickly looking to move on to the next person because you're just being closed off. It's not that, but it's becoming very boring, Virgo. Very boring is what I'm getting. Not that you're boring at all, but someone that you would love a livelihood with, a commitment with, could be feeling a little bored with the connection because you seem to be compromised. Yeah. Let's see. We're going to pull from the Gypsy Oracle deck, the Sibylla here. So we had 3 fall out. The Merchant card, the Journey card, and the Falseness. Now I feel as though this is definitely coming from their energy here and not so much yours. The Merchant here for me is kind of like the 3 of Wands in traditional tarot. There is definitely this energy of someone just feeling as though they've made investments, okay? Feeling like they've took the time, feeling like they've shown interest, feeling like they've extended themselves. And when it comes to something that's equitable and something that delivers reciprocity, they are anticipating their ships coming in, okay? As I mentioned earlier, you're dealing with someone who seems to be a little confused by your actions or just feeling as though it's a little dulling that your walls are so impenetrable. So, and with this Merchant card here, you can see the gap as far as where you are and where they are as they wait for you, okay? You can see that, the energy of that disconnect here. The disconnect between the waters here, between the ship and the Merchant himself. Now, one thing that I notice that I always indicate, especially when appropriate, about this merchant card here is when you see, there are merchant cards in other Gypsy Oracle decks, and you also, where there's imagery of a boat in water, you also see that with a lot of the cards of the Three of Wands. Like I said, I believe that, you know, highly it's meant to resonate with the Three of Wands. You can generally tell, though, that the ships are coming in, okay? So like a perfect example of that, I'm going to use my Tarot in Wonderland and find the Three of Wands really quickly, just to give like some quick backing, because I feel like it helps to have that visual. You see like the energy of the Three of Wands here, as there's the anticipation, you know, got the clock out, clocking it, seeing when it's coming in. And you can tell from the way the masts are and how the waves are pushing, you can just tell that it is coming towards, right? However, with this merchant card, it's the only deck I've had where it is so ambiguous. I wish it would swing better, but you cannot tell if that ship is coming or going. And to some degree, it does look more so as if it's traveling away, which would lead one to think if someone is waiting for a returned investment and there's potential that whatever they invested in is leaving, it's almost as if they're being patient and waiting for this person to come back, right? So it's almost like this is the start of the journey. Like instead of waiting for the ships to, you know, come in because they've already been sent out, it's like it's been sent out, it's been some time, and you don't know when the return is going to be. Just like, you know, they were clocking like how long that boat that was so close to shore would get there in the Three of Wands in Terra in Wonderland. Here, it's as if the return hasn't come yet. There is no return. This person is very unsure. All they know is what they've sent out, and they're hoping that it's enough for you, okay? Because this is someone who feels that they were divinely led to you and guided to you, and they want to be very transparent. They feel as though they have been. There haven't been any lies, any games, and part of them wonders if that's what you may have been used to. Now, this is Virgo to the cross watcher. If this is the third and last time I'll say it, take it that way, you know? I imagine, you know, some people may even skip ahead and it's like, oh, well, you caught me say it this time, if that's not your side of things. But I hope you would just stick through the story though. But you know, you never know. Not like I haven't skipped ahead in a video a time or another. But yeah, this person, I do feel like there's an element of sadness. There's only so far down they'll let themselves go emotionally though, before that there is a sense of numbing. And this isn't anything as far as like to put you in fear, make you feel like you're a bad person, and you have to make a quick, fast decision now. This isn't any of that. I can promise you and I can assure you, this is just a little insight from the universe and the other person as far as what's going on. This is the true tea. And messages are meant to make you feel how they feel. They're not always going to be sunshines, lollipops, and rainbows, though. And though this is a very positive reading, I feel that it is touching on, you know, work that you have to do as far as fighting for what you want. If you want it. I mean, if the desire is strong enough. Come on, Virgo. Card of Hope at the bottom of the deck. And I say this all day because people like to give us Taurus' shit. Y'all are so fucking stubborn. I love y'all. And I say, hey, if y'all know me, y'all know how I talk. No need to be offended. If you don't get offended because you don't know me. I'm so sick of hecklers and negative energy on my page. I'm calling that shit out. For all of you who have just been beams of radiance and love and light, you know, those words weren't towards you, and I love you so much. But for these other people who just don't have nothing nice to say, just F off. But we have the room card, the service card, and the lover card. And what this is showing me is that you are like purposely ignoring a connection. You're purposely ignoring a connection. You're in this hermit-like energy. I feel like you're trying to figure out the next plan, you know. You want to take motion, you do, because you see that someone is here to extend and offer to you, to love you, to help you, to you know, kind of be that person you need, and you're just ignoring it. Plain and simple, you're ignoring this connection. Any insight on the outcome, provided Virgos try to move forward towards this person? Because if not, then we know the outcome, right? So. The counterpart to the lover, the sweetheart. There you go. There you go, baby. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have house. So basically, this is like duties, obligations, responsibilities. It's more deeper than just taking care of the home or like some 10 of coins type of energy, building a home with someone. It's all of that. But what it's telling me is that when I see the sweetheart come out, the counterpart to the lover, these two coming together to make the lovers, you know? How I read. This is talking about that you're going to be proactive. Okay? Is that you're going to be proactive towards this connection and you're going to respond. You see how she's reading the note? It's almost like a finally type energy. You will start to open yourself up slowly but surely, gradually, okay? And I feel as though the person, you know, it's not going to be for everyone, but that some of you may be dealing with could be ruled by Venus very highly, Taurus or Libra, since they could also be fellow earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm sensing that it's Leo that many of you have had to leave behind. And this person who's coming in also may have Gemini in their chart. It's just a little bit of the zodiacal energy that I am picking up on. But I think like you're finally going to give it a shot towards the end of this week. Now, you know, energy is fluid. Time is fluid. So from whenever you watch this message, that could be when the clock starts ticking for you. This could, of course, be something that's already been in the process of transpiring. But I know there are a lot of people who do have their lives kind of sync with the timelines that this reader gives. But since this is general, it's not going to be for everyone. But yeah, I will say that for the next week, if this is what you're currently experiencing, you could gather that by the 5th of February, things will finally begin to take suit. You will ignore this connection no longer. And see some really powerful stuff coming between you. Soulmates in a good way, you know, twin flameship in a good way, where you can finally be with someone who's on your level, who caters to you, nurtures you, deserves you, and you, they, you know, a mirroring image. Like I said, they felt like they were divinely led to you, so they're not so quick to give up on this connection. However, you know, all of this energy, the thing about readings of any form, whether it's OB with through the Opan, or if you're reading I Ching, or, you know, we're doing the various forms of tarot, or we're doing pendulum readings, or, you know, whatever it is. Energy can always be changed with the actions that we make, the decisions that we make. And, you know, this is, if you resonate with this and you stay true to your journey and the path that you're on, if you stay on the path that you're on without switching a beat, this is what you can expect. Now, things can create a variance, or where there's, but I feel like if it does, it'll all be on you. You know, it'll all be up to you in your decision making, not necessarily them. So there's no need to worry. The ball's in your court. But also, I say that to say that I am intuiting that you may have an energy of the past. If it's not the most recent past, then it will be someone from 3 years ago, 3 relationships ago, what have you. I'm sensing a 3. That will be up to you to put that together, but they will be coming back. And I can say right now, you needn't any distractions. This person will attempt to be a very, very profound distraction. And just know that the distractions are coming. Just know that. If it's something that you feel immediately and innately compromises you from who you want to be with, where you want to be, what you want to have, any of that, just stay away. We don't always need to investigate things personally to find out. Like my grandfather would always say, it's best to learn from the mistakes of others. You don't have to carry them out yourself. I can watch somebody do some shit. I can peep somebody do some shit. And as an empath, and as someone who can really put myself close enough into someone's shoes as far as I'm willing to go without taking on that energy, right? But I can get close enough to the situation to say, heard, word, I don't need that. Right? How many things have you not done just because you've genuinely felt and seen how that is just not what's up, right? So learn from the mistakes of others. Learn from your past mistakes as you were a different person. And just realize when we are talking about something that is resemblant of a power couple, you should be expecting these things too, right? So think of those things, how to stay privy to the game and hip to the game as you move forward as an individual, as you move forward in love, because there's always going to be someone who wants to test you, who wants to knock your crown, who wants to take what you have, who wants you to not be happy. So they'll come back in and try to ruin a good thing for you. Whatever it is, you got to be privy to those things as well. Part of change is keeping yourself up on game too. So I love you, and I will see you for your February monthly. Since I didn't get around to you in Cancer's bonus, only did Taurus's, I'm doing the weekly for you in Cancer, and then I'm going to also give the both of you, Cancer and Virgo, y'all will have your full monthlies, of course. And then from there, your bonus. So you're just getting like an extra wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, of reading. And you know, maybe that was a sign. Maybe some of y'all need to go listen to some David Bowie and chill. I don't know. Smoke a doobie, listen to some Bowie. But until next time, love you, out.